Hey everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. I am your communications coach with 10 plus years of experience into HR and a soft skill trainer, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently and to improve your communication skills as well. Well, one of my subscribers has asked me a question that he is very good at grammar, but he's not able to speak in English. So I'm going to address this problem today in this video. And I'm sure a lot of us have this problem of grammatically very correct, and we know how to, understand, we know how to write well, but when it comes to speaking, we are not able to utter a word, not able to speak. So today I'm going to talk about this problem and the solution related to it so that you can start practicing it right away. Okay. Well, before that, if you haven't subscribed my channel, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section and don't forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and you get access to all the amazing content which I have on my channel. So let's get started. Well, it's a very genuine problem, guys. People say that they know grammar, they are well versed with grammar, they can write very good English, they can express themselves very well in writing, but when it comes to speaking, they're not able to utter a word or they're not able to speak up, right? Or the other question is, or other problem is, they know how to speak, they are able to speak at home, they're able to speak in front of the mirror, they're able to speak to themselves very well, fluently, but when it comes to native speakers or people who are better speakers than them, they get nervous and they're not able to speak. So what is the reason behind this and how we can overcome this? This is what I'm going to deal with in today's session. So guys, first of all, it is a very common problem. And it is all related to our thought process, and it is all related to our brain. So what we do here is we start thinking a lot. We either do overthinking or we start thinking negative about things or about a situation. I'll explain you in detail about everything what I'm trying to say. So first, let's take overthinking. Now what happens here is, when we know grammar very well and we are able to make sentences very well, we are able to write things, script very well, but when it comes to speaking, when somebody asks you a question, what starts happening to us is we start analyzing how to answer that question. If something comes to our mind, if a sentence comes to our mind, we start analyzing whether the sentence is correct or not, whether I am grammatically correct or not, whether the sentence is proper or not, right? And we start thinking and we start replacing that sentence, and we start thinking about 2, 3, 4 different ways of answering that question. We are looking for the perfect answer. This is the mistake which we are doing. We have to stop thinking. If somebody has asked you a question, immediately reply to it. Don't think whether it is grammatically correct or not, if the sentence construction is right, if the sentence structure is right or not. If you're not able to put the sentence in the right framework also, that is absolutely fine. You will learn. The first reflex should be you have to answer that question. If somebody asked you, what is your name? The first reflex should be you have to answer that question. Okay, then you can improvise on it. Okay, and the first thing which comes to your mind, just say it. You speak your mind out. You don't have to think. You don't have to overthink on one single sentence again and again. Like whether the sentence is correct. No, I should not say like this. I should say like this. If you have to say my name is Meera, I'll think whether I should say my name is Meera or hi, I'm Meera. Well, my name is Meera or I'm called Meera. No, whatever the first sentence comes to your mind, my name is Meera. Say it. Forget about grammar. So, stop overthinking. The first thing is you have to forget about grammar. If you have to speak fluent English, if you have to gain fluency, and if you want to gain confidence, you have to start speaking. and you don't have to worry about grammar right now. Once you start speaking, once you get confident in speaking in English, then you can start working on your grammar part. Then you can start thinking about how you can correct your sentences, how you can make, how you can say something in a better way. Then you can improvise on all those things. So first start with the basics. You have to build a base first, and then you have to step up. That is very important. And building a base means you have to just start speaking. You don't have to think much about grammar. That is where you get stuck. We start becoming very conscious about things. We start becoming very nervous about whether, our English is correct or not, whether we are speaking correct English or not. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares about, if your sentences are grammatically correct, unless and until you are able to put your ideas across or explain the other person what you're trying to say. That's all which matters in a good communication skills or in speaking good English. A good English is nothing but if you're able to translate your ideas, if you're able to put your ideas across in the best way possible, which the other person can understand. If it is simple, it is the best. In a simple way, or in the simplest way possible. That is a good communication skills, or that is called good English. That's it. You don't have to think about complex sentences, complex or grammar or anything else. You just have to speak up. Whatever comes to your mind first, say that. Speak up. Act on your reflexes. Somebody asked you a question, immediately something will strike you, something will come to your mind. Say that. Okay, so that is very important. The other thing, what we do is we start feeling negative about it, right? When you see somebody speaking very good English and you have to speak to that person, you have to talk to that person, you start feeling that, wow, his English is so good. I don't know whether I'll be able to speak in front of him, right? We start being negative about that situation. What if I speak something wrong? If I'm not able to express myself, what will he think? We just start thinking about all these things. We start becoming so negative that, whatever we know, we forget that as well before actually speaking to that person. So the first thing what you have to do is you have to stop these negative thoughts. Okay, you just have to think that this is an opportunity for me to speak, to improve my English, to improve my communication skills, and to see what progress I have made. If I'm talking, I'm getting an opportunity to talk to a native speaker. I have to avail, I have to take it, right? You have to start thinking in this way. Be calm. You have to relax. You have to be calm. Take a deep breath. Think positive. Think that you will be able to deliver. Start thinking what you should start with. How you will start with. Instead of thinking that, his English is so good, what if I won't be able to speak in front of him? Or what if I won't be able to express my ideas in a proper way? Instead of all these things, you start thinking how you're going to start your speech with, or what are you going to do there, how you are going to shake hands, how you're going to greet that person, what small talk you're going to have with that person. Start thinking about those. Once you start building a script in your head, it will be much, much, much easier for you to go and speak. That happens with the presentations also, guys. I am an MBA, and trust me on this, we have given hundreds of presentations in our 2-year course. Hundreds of presentations. Every quarter we used to have presentations, and in a day probably 3-4 presentations we used to give. So we have given a lot. I have given a lot of presentations, and trust me on this is the only thing which works. What I used to do was, I used to prepare a presentation with pointers, jotting down the ideas, and we used to have slides also. So we used to show that on the projector, and those ideas was written there, and I have to elaborate on that, and that helps a lot. That helps a lot, guys. Here, that is what I'm saying. You have to prepare a script. You have to just think like, once I go there, I'll shake hand with that person. I'll greet him. I'll say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? Right? I'll say that, and then probably I'll start asking him this topic. So some topic you can decide, and you can just think that I'm going to talk on this topic. So once you go there, shake hand, greet that person, it's very easy. You can do that. And if you have thought about that topic, definitely you are going to crack that, right? You can just talk about, so what are you doing today? Or what are you doing over the weekend? Or how is your work going? Anything you can just start off with. Just one simple question. Let the other person reply to you and then see what you can talk about further. Okay, so this is how you can handle your nervousness, handle your negativity in a positive way. So start utilizing these things, change your approach, and things will change for you. So this is another thing which you can start practicing before speaking to somebody. And it is really going to help you. Another most important thing is keep it simple and sweet. Keep it simple. That is the best thing. If somebody has asked you a question, reply it in 1 or 2 sentences. If you're not very comfortable in speaking English, so start with 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, and then ask a question to keep the conversation going. Again, that person will reply to your question, and probably he or she might ask you another follow-up question. Answer that question in again 1 or 2 sentences. Don't try to build up a story or get into something technical. Don't do that if you're not very comfortable. You just have to gain confidence at this point of time while speaking. Once you gain confidence, you will not think about anything. You will just speak. Trust me on this. If your English is also not good, you will not consider that. You will not think about it. You will just go on speaking. Right? That is what you need. Right now, you need confidence to start speaking. That is the first attribute or the first thing which you have to inculcate or you have to come up with. How you'll build confidence? You have to take control of the situation. You have to start speaking. If you're not very comfortable, keep it simple. Simple sentences, small sentences, 1 or 2 sentences, finish it off. And don't forget to ask a follow-up question. Asking a question is very easy, guys. So if you're answering a question, how are you? You can say, I'm fine, thank you, great. Or I'm great, thank you, how are you? It's as simple as that. If somebody has asked you, what are you doing today? You can answer the simple question, well, I don't have any plans for today. What are you doing? Right? So you can start with simple sentences, short sentences. But if you're having a conversation, don't forget to ask a follow-up question, which will keep your conversation going. At least if you talk for 1 minute or 2 minutes also with somebody, you will definitely gain confidence. And that confidence is really going to help you in a long way. It is really going to give you strength and determination to take it forward. Right? So you will not stop there. You will definitely want to speak more. And you have to keep going, keep on speaking. So the more you speak, the better you get. But you have to start from somewhere, right? If you are not able to utter a word in front of a native speaker or in front of anybody who speaks English, just because of any reason, you have to put those reasons aside and start taking control of yourself, start being positive, stop overthinking, and start speaking. Take that initiative. I've given ways how you can overcome that and how you can start thinking or how you can start speaking. So the first is you can come up with a script in your head which will help you to actually speak to that person. The second is you have to be whatever comes to your mind first, speak out. Don't think whether it is grammatically correct or not, whether the sentence construction is correct, whether the sentence formation is right or wrong, or whatever, the English is right. Forget that. Whatever comes to your mind, just act on your reflexes. Speak up. Okay, and the third thing is keep it simple, short and simple. Reply in 1 or 2 sentences and ask a follow-up question. That's it. If you keep these 3 things in mind, it is definitely going to help you to start speaking and gaining confidence in your speech or in your spoken English or in your communication skills. And that is where your journey will start. Your fluency journey will start, and just keep on going with the flow. Don't stop anywhere. Just keep on going, and you will see a big difference after probably a month if you continue doing this. And that is how you'll gain fluency. So guys, grab opportunities, speak up, keep these small tricks in mind, and it is really going to take you a long way. So guys, that's the end for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.